Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you.
So, quite a few things on the up, including reporting of sexual offences.
Indeed.
Are you surprised by that? I mean, does that mean that these offences are getting worse, or people are just more encouraged to talk out?
It could be as a result of a range of issues. For instance, we saw last year concerted efforts and public outcry by women across South Africa and a nationwide campaign against gender-based violence in South Africa. It could be that women are becoming more aware of these cases, and they are becoming more confident in actually speaking out about these cases. It could also be as a result of social media, which is actually also helping women to become aware of these cases, that they are not isolated, but these are cases that are happening across the board. So women are becoming more confident in coming forward and reporting these cases. And also we have seen an increase in these cases on the media, for instance, and how gross and how violent they are. So women are increasingly also probably becoming aware of the fact that keeping silent about these cases as they occur, be it at a home, in a private space, could actually lead to women being killed, to femicide cases being on the rise. So women are also reporting these cases, and also because of the campaigns that have been held by women organizations and civil society and other stakeholders across South Africa, raising awareness about these issues and that women need to report them.
Staggering figures, but good if that's the reason.
Indeed.
Also attacks on homes, quite a dramatic increase there. What does that suggest?
It is showing that violence is becoming more invasive and intrusive, especially in spaces where the general public perceive to be safer in their homes, in their private homes, where you would expect that these crimes would happen on the street or when you're outside at night. But it's happening in the homes where people are supposedly safe, where people are supposedly in much safer environments. So this is really showing that it's becoming more brazen. Violence is becoming more brazen, and also those spaces that were previously safe are becoming also spaces where people's privacy and people's rights are violated, and people's bodies and integrity are also violated.
Yes, I was going to ask you, I mean, what does that say about the perpetrator and what's happening in their minds? The fact that they feel that that it's better for them to go into somebody's house, often when they're sleeping, and do that sort of crime?
It could really be showing again that perpetrators are becoming more brazen in their acts of violence. For instance, crime is no longer something that happens in places where people are generally not safe, but we're seeing perpetrators also invading people's homes, coming into people's homes, and also perpetrating these kind of atrocities in spaces where people are supposedly safe. So this really means that there are very few spaces where people can really say they are safe in South Africa. But again, it could also be signaling a much deeper problem, a structural problem in our society, where we need to look at the root causes of these types of violence, this violent behavior in our society. Can we attribute it to poverty? Can we attribute it to socioeconomic issues, for instance? If this is the case, then we need to delve deeper into the problem and address those structural systemic issues in society.
And the fact that it's so easy to get access to knives, guns, because there's an increase there too, isn't there? The fact that a lot of these crimes are violent crimes, and people are being stabbed and shot.
Indeed, indeed. So we really need a multi-pronged approach in addressing violent crime in South Africa. We need to address the issues of access to weapons, for instance, be it guns, knives, and many other weapons that are increasingly being used in criminal behavior, for instance. So we really need to address that. On the other hand, we also need to address the criminal justice system. The fact that, for instance, some of the reports is that we are seeing housebreaking, for instance, being underreported, where you look at 48% of these cases being reported. This could signal a much deeper problem, for instance, that the general public is losing confidence and trust in the criminal justice system, where people don't see reporting as a way of actually getting some justice.
Thank you very much for coming in and talking to us about it. Anna Moyo Kupeta, thank you.
Thank you.